Hi, my name is Greg Palia. I'm with West Roofing Systems, and welcome to another edition of Whiteboard Roofing. In today's episode, we're going to talk about what affects the cost of a commercial roofing system. So, say your roof is leaking, you're getting quotes for a new roof, and they tell you, oh, the ballpark is $4 to $7 a square foot, or $10 to $15 a square foot. But what makes it shift towards the lower end, or what makes it shift towards the higher end? So we're going to go through about 10 different variables quickly today. The first thing is different roofing systems cost different. A metal roof is probably the most expensive. A roof coating system is probably the least expensive, just because you're just putting coating over an existing roof. And there's spray foam and the single plies are probably in the middle, maybe $8 to $12 a square foot. But it all depends on current material prices, R value desired, etc. But just to let you know, different roofing systems cost different amounts. The second thing is current material prices from the manufacturers. So we do spray foam roofing, and the materials for that is increased dramatically. We're about $8 to $12 per square foot right now, just because the materials that we buy are that more expensive. This was 2 years ago, we'd probably say $4 to $7 per square foot. So the cost of your roofing system today is greatly affected by what the materials cost just in general. Third thing is the size of your roof. There's setup costs, there's overhead costs. So if you have a 1,000 square foot roof and a 100,000 square foot roof, the bigger roof is going to cost lower per square foot, just because the setup, the safety is already there. It's just lower. It's just like buying, a case of Pepsi versus a 6-pack. Obviously, per can, the case is a lot cheaper, just because, that's the same box. You know what I mean? It's just economies of scale is what I'm trying to say. The fourth thing is the number of penetrations. So penetration is a skylight, a pipe, exhaust, a curb, anything that interferes, that comes up through the roof is called a penetration. Now, if you're doing a metal roof or a single ply roof, like the rolled out sheets, obviously there has to be some custom cutting, adhesives. It just affects the way the roofing system is installed. Those are going to sway your cost towards the more expensive side. Now, spray foam roofs and roof coating systems that are fluid applied, that doesn't affect the cost of their system at all. But in general, if you're going to get a metal or a single ply roof, if you have a lot of penetrations, it's going to cost more. The fifth thing is the distance away from the roofing contractor. So it just goes with labor, gas, time getting to your job. Two roofs that are the same, one's right down the road, one's 200 miles away. Obviously, the one further away is going to cost more, just because it takes time to get there, gas to get there, etc. But don't make the mistake of just choosing the person or the contractor closest to you. The quality of the installation is the most important thing, because you're going to have, if it's not done right, you're going to have roof leaks. They might go out of business. So definitely don't choose a contractor just because they're close to you. Get kind of a combination of someone kind of close, but also very reputable. The sixth thing is how much wet insulation your current roof has. So no roofing system should be installed over wet insulation. You have the top membrane, and then underneath that is the insulation. Water can get underneath the membrane and into the insulation, but if your roof has it's 5% saturated or it's 25% saturated, you have to remove those areas, bag them up, take them to a landfill. That costs money. Then you have to put material in there to replace that section. So you can see if it's 5% versus 25%, a lot more time, more materials, landfill costs, etc. So the more wet your roof is, the more expensive it's going to be. Next thing is how long of a warranty that you would like. Certainly everyone wants the longest warranty possible, but that usually comes with a cost. For example, on a spray foam or a coating system, for a 10-year warranty, we put 20 mils of coating on there. For a 20-year warranty, we put 30 mils of coating on there. So an extra pass of coating, it's more material, takes more time to install. Yes, a little bit more expensive, but you get double the warranty. But if you're going to go for a longer warranty with more material, it's going to sway the cost of your roofing project, just a little bit more towards the expensive side. Next thing is how much R value is desired. Sometimes R value is important, sometimes it's not to you, depending on what your energy costs are and what you're doing with your building. But for spray foam, um, each inch of foam is an R6.5. So if you want R13 or R19.5 or 3 inches, whatever it might be, it's going to be more material. So same thing with the warranty. The more R value, the more product. If you go the single ply route with polyiso board, I think they're 5.5 per inch of thickness. But if you want to double that, you gotta use double the board. It's going to cost more, so that's going to sway your cost a little bit more the expensive way as well. Next thing is the amount of roof preparation that's needed. Some roofs just need to be power washed, and that cleans the roof, and then you can put coating over it or put another roofing system on there. Some roofs have loose gravel on there. Well, then you need to wet vac all that gravel off there, then power wash the roof, clean it. If your roof has seams on there, there might be some seam reinforcement. They'll dip a polyester mesh and coating, put over the seams to make sure the seams don't break apart in the future. So just a lot of different variables with your current roof and how much preparation is needed before a new system can get on there. The more simplified that is, the least expensive it's going to be. And the last thing is, how easy is it to access your roof? A roof that's 1 story high in the middle of nowhere, very easy to get on there, no problem at all. If it's downtown Cleveland, downtown Columbus, whatever it might be, where there's no parking, you have to move cars, you have to go up 10 stories, or maybe you're doing like a dome or a super sloped roof where a man lift might be needed. Those all add into the cost of your project. So the easier it is to get on your roof and do the job, the less expensive it's going to be. That's it for today. Hope you learned at least one thing new. If you want to learn more about any of these variables with cost that I talked about, in the description there is a link to the full blog post. Hope you learned one thing new again, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.